What is up, everybody? My name's Dinosaur Plays. This is a video in. This is the first of 3 videos posted today, and they'll probably not be uploaded until like 12 because my posts because I was muted in my last 2 videos, so you guys get a triple recording. And uh okay, good. I'm not muted during this one. Okay, so uh the videos in this will be whatever this one's titled. Batman Arkham Knight Episode 1, and then a subtitle, like what I do with my Fallout series, Giga Chaticus's Regrets, for example. I'm gonna do that with the Batman Arkham series, so it'll be the subtitle, and then the game, the episode number, and probably a Fallout video. We'll probably do the Minutemen quests, instead of, something else. Anyways, we're gonna be building all. I forgot how big the square maps are. We're gonna build a beautiful park. There's a way more pretty entrance. Is that parallel? I don't think that's off-centered. What am I looking for? Yeah, the paleo facility. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know where I'm gonna put the paleo medical facility yet, so let's head all the way back over to our entrance and begin our pathing. We gotta get the luxury main thoroughfare. That one split off a bit. That's how big our starting one will be. The first thing we shall do is the guest attractions. We'll have a fossil zone there, an arcade there, and a lab tour there. Those are our 3 guest attractions. Now we do our amenities. Hey, y'all ain't supposed to be here yet. Do the amenities down. And then we move back to this. Put a visitor centers here. The science center. A response facility here. We want the jeeps though. And the paleo medical facility, of which we will use the Jurassic Park one for decor. Because I have it to where the dinosaurs can get home. I forgot that the paths can curve like this. Alright, let's see how it looks from the perspective of a guest. So here's where everyone comes in. Then we continue to walk until we reach our first amenity, the seafood. Then we continue to go. We meet the fossil zone. Yeah, looks good. I ain't even gonna lie, I forgot that you could customize guest attraction. Looks about right. Do we upgrade to the worn? Now I have a plan for the worn. For the worn variant. Just like I have a plan for the mobile vet unit, number 2. What's the honk button again? Move it all the way over here. Y'all know how I said I had a plan? Here's my plan. Have what used to be a park over here. Have 2 response facilities. Okay. This is an outpost. But it's an abandoned one. See how good the, I'm only missing 4 DLCs for this game. So, we have a ton of dinosaurs we can incorporate into this park. This is a pretty long drive, ain't it? You might ask why I did paths for something the guests shouldn't be able to reach, and it's because I'm doing a cool glitch, but I'm also incorporating it into the park design. Like that, for example. Nice kickflip, bro. I'm only doing this because I don't like having notifications in my park. Alright, we have a long drive ahead of us. God. It's like this doesn't want to be incorporated into my park. Again, what is the honk button? Found the honk button after. Look at that, though. Right, now we begin our first thing for guests. Restroom. Hey, you ain't supposed to be here. we would like to announce that Monsters of the Depth is scheduled to release shortly. For early tickets into Monsters of the Depth, hit that like button. I'm kidding. For early access into Monsters of the Depth, make sure you pre-order the tickets now. God, I hate the drones. When Monsters of the Depth is scheduled to release, Novosaurs, Archelons, and Chronosauruses are scheduled to release in that part of the park. Birds of uh, Birds of Doom and Destruction is scheduled to release alongside Monsters of the Depth. Get your tickets now and see Sungopteruses, Thanatos Dracons, and finally, witness what the yeah, we ain't gonna do that. Witness Thanatos Dracon. Remember, the only reason these animals are even around is because of us. The insectivores. Jehelopteruses. Yellows are what we call them here at the science division. Because they need a place to land, don't they? They can land at these perches around. No, because this must be a crazy experience. Just, send those domes. Watch. And if you follow the Monsters of the Depth program on Twitter, you may see early creatures like the good old Meg that we all love. That is confirmed to come to this park eventually. But eventually, isn't enough for some people. So, we have set the release date to enter release date here. Here's a kelp forest. Now remember, these kelp forests, they are big. Here's a giant kelp forest just this way. Jesus Christ, it's big. That sounds bad out of context. Ah! I broke a game. Some trees. 3 other one of these. Viewing plant. View. You know what? That was a horrible idea. I regret it severely. Let's go delete it. I know what I'm gonna build over here instead, so... The Chronosaurus is finally released into the park. Look at how pretty it is.
Hey, I've heard a lot about you, so here's a little about...
Oh, hang on. Thank you for quiet. Over in the bird cage, the Dunksperatises. Do you guys see the Dunksperatises? What about this one? Look at the Thanatos. Hey, I don't have voices. So now it just shows up in the top with nothing to say. Remember how I said I was gonna build something creative, unique, some might say crazy? Well, off around here is the Jurassic tour. But this tour doesn't go where you think it would. It goes all the way here. What you saying, Cabot? Viewing station. Viewing station. Viewing station. Viewing station. Viewing stand. Viewing stand. Viewing stand. Get your exclusive. What's the closest holiday from now? Get your exclusive back-to-school tickets and meet our new Monolophosauruses. That spoils a dinosaur coming later this episode. Oh well. Now, as everyone knows, this world is highly populated by scientists in the field of prehistory. So, as I said, hang on, let's take a ride. I'm kidding, we ain't gonna make y'all sit through all that. Here. You might wonder, oh, what's a heavy fence doing? This is actually the cage of the first dinosaur we shall release into the park. Something so dangerous, so deadly that if it broke out, everyone would die. We are releasing a Scorpius Rex. I'll tell you why. Anyways, while that is working, let's go to our first real exhibit alongside. The Scorpius Rex. The first one to release. You know, turning off repeat introductions would also help with. I said a lot of like that. The next creature is arguably worse, as the hybrid research continues. horrifying. It is, the spinal raptor. And while that's going, let me tell you about the sponsor of this park. This video and park is sponsored by me. Hit that like button if you want to see more of this park. The next in this park are the herbivores. They all share the same. Only scientists are allowed in this part of the park. The Spinus. The Spinal Raptors. Horrifying, deadly creatures. You can't play God, but we sure as hell try here in the Jurassic World. The Indominus and the Indoraptor will be excluded from this park, mostly because they're absolutely bloody horrifying. We've got Rebel. No Lux for the Spinoceratops. We've got two Lux creatures. And you'll never guess what's about to be released. The this is what we do. Spinoceratops. Welcome to the park. Alright. Our park continues this way, where we meet our first exhibit. This is called Hotel, but with dinosaurs. It's the small hotel ain't it? these. I just recommend being careful when you're inside. I mean, you literally go inside this paddock. You might wonder what lives in here. The answer is everything. Australopithecus? Australopithecus? Nah, not Australopithecus. No. Unfortunately, this is not their paddock. But what does reside in here is the Alamosaurus. Fun fact, the Alamosaurus is actually the skeleton we see in the visitor center. Oh, and Archaeornithomimuses, but... What's on low health? Nothosaurus. Oh my god. They glow? They eat fish. We don't have fish feeders? I swear, we had fish feeders. What's the view look like? Oh. Let's look at our Archaeornithomime. There's fish. Hunt successfully, you dummy. Back to our Archaeornithomimuses. But yeah, why don't we just turn off hunger? Oh, these guys are kind of cool. Alright, well this has been the end. No, this hasn't been the end. Because we're entering carnivore territory. With the Australovenators. Over this way is a paddock. Half the size of a continent. Inside resides one of the fastest dinosaurs in this park. And currently the only carnivorous species. Don't tell anyone about the hybrid research facilities. That is a secret for the scientists who have permission. And the owner of the park, aka me. Remember, you guys are scientists. Don't tell our guests about these announcements being false and that there are carnivorous creatures elsewhere in this park. At least for now. Eventually they'll know about more. We're never getting rid of that hybrid research facility, though. Australovenators. And it's Alamosaurus time. Alright, chat, let's look at this beauty. Look how beautiful our creation is. You guys really outdid yourself with the designs on these animals. Ah, God. I remember when I was a kid, before I owned this park, I always dreamed of seeing an Alamosaurus. God, they're way prettier than I imagined. Just, look at it. It's half the size of, like... Uh-oh. Australianators. Oh. Oh. Look at the Australopithecus. These things are vicious monsters. Should probably throw some water and some plant life here. You might ask why there's a giant river that just flows through. And it's because this is actually a natural river. It goes all throughout the park. Snakes through itself multiple times. You'll see a lot of it during a tour. These things. Actually, I haven't seen what the turtles look like. Oh. Are they slapping each other? I think this guy's angry because now he's leaving. He left his bro. Is he socializing with the sleeping Nodosaurus? That's not the only creature that lives in Australovenator territory, though. For our next carnivorous creature towers way over anything you can imagine. It is the Eutyrannus, our first guy from the Arctic. He came 60-something million years just to visit us. So why don't we give him a warm welcome by giving him some snow? So technically a cool welcome. You guys make great scientists, you know that? Thank you for bringing these Australovenators to the attention of some kids. Thank you for bringing these Alamosauruses to the attention of kids, and these Archaeornithomimuses. The next thing we could release, a Ruhersaurus. A woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Release it. Release it. Make them happy. know what else lives in Australovenator territories? Oh yeah, and get the Minmi started. The kids want to know Minmi. The Monolophosaurus. The Monolophosaurus. Let's see that beautiful Eutyrannus. Oh my god. Oh god! They're multiplying. Wuhersauruses and Minmis. Everyone's favorite animals. What else could go in this exhibit? Ouranosauruses. 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 What else could go in here? That's right. It's the Kentrosaurus. Get us, Pierce. 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 Let's pierce some people, Pierce. The Monolophosauruses are almost ready. These kids. They're gonna be so shocked by these Monolophosauruses. So I don't... Look at those Monolophosauruses. Look at how they multiply and phase through each other. The Uranosaurus is the next thing to release into this park. What else should we release? Striachosauruses. I demand some Striachosauruses. Stat! Thank you. Release the Ruhrsauruses. Look at that Ruhorsaurus. Release the Minmies. Release the Kentrosaurs. This has been Dinosaur Plays, and you have been watching the Disney Channel. I'm kidding. This has been Dinosaur Plays. Thank you for coming and being a scientist with me. Goodbye. Goodbye. Remember, you matter. I'm proud of you. I care about you. And goodbye.